yourself. How do I die at the easiest part? Well, okay, so I was thinking, oh yeah, that's right, OBS eats inputs. But yeah, I was thinking, like I said earlier, that my positioning wasn't ideal, and so I was trying to iron that out, and I was just too much of a perfectionist, and then I died. Easy peasy. Get good, yo, I got this, man. You can get back there. It's not a worry. If I can, like, stop jumping off of a note block when I'm trying to jump off the flamethrower, that would help. That would definitely help. Or if I could, like, jump over this cannon so that I could walk forward and progress at the beginning instead of getting stuck next to the cannons. I don't want to do that either. I jumped too high. Let's see, Invisda says, not even 3 hours and has 500 plus deaths. Dang. Yeah, it's not that hard to die in this level, oddly enough. It's not that hard, you know, there's a few ways to do it. I refuse to learn the Bob-omb. There's so many ways to do the Bob-omb. Like, it's not hard. Like, I don't see what the whole thing is. Like, I've done it, like, 4 different ways. Like, it's very doable. If I just stop, like, messing everything up, then it's fine. It's not that hard, but, like, I made it there. Like, both those tries, like, I made it there. I just died on the cannon, then I died on the moles. Like, I can do it. It's not that hard. Learn how to do it. 4 different ways. 4 different ways. No, man, where'd my momentum go? I saw the 2 note blocks go down. Was I that far to the right on the 2 note blocks? I hate note block jumps. I hate them so much. They're so stupid. Complete and utter sadness, man. Hate note blocks. There's an intended way to do the bomb. That's what Doomsday and Glackham earlier were referring to. I mean, like, I'm sure I've done whatever it is, because I've done, like, it 4 different ways. It's not that hard. But, man, all these stupid... there are just no note blocks. Imagine a level with no note blocks, where a little Mario just jumped however he wanted to jump, not being judged by the dirty, dirty note blocks that want him to be positioned just right. Free to express himself in his jumps. That's all I really desire. But no, do it like this, Vinx. Do it just like this. Did you jump too early? Well, then that's a no block jump for you. Enjoy your cannonballs. Didn't want to be up there. I wanted to jump off the flamethrower. That's what I wanted. Oh, that was bad. I could've... No, I think I was too slow to get there, so the option wasn't there to get past the fire. Gosh darn it. I didn't want to jump because I saw the cannons going off. But then when the cannons weren't there, the other cannons went off. There's a lot of cannons. I did not get past that as fast as I would have liked. Let's see, you can live that imagination of note blocks by playing the advancing tanks after this? I thought you said there wasn't a deadlier or deadliest advancing tanks. Either way, I hate note blocks. That's what's important. It's very important that you know that I hate note blocks. Everything about them. And that they're stupid, and that all note blocks are jump off cliffs. I mean, I know they're note blocks, and they're, you know, just objects that can't move. But still, that's what they should do. Why do you have to turn left, Bob-omb? I get that I bumped into you, but why you gotta look at me as you do it, huh? Is that important? Does it need to be done that way? Why couldn't I jump? Let's see, the level I'm referring to is the original Tanks level, which has no note blocks or spikes. Oh yeah, didn't I? Yeah, I played that one. It was easy and I liked it. super duper easy compared to all the Jets levels. Yeah, you did the ice one too, didn't you? I didn't think that one was that much harder. Not really. Man. Man! I don't know why I can't get past, like, that one fire cannon now. Made it to the subworld, or well, to the end of the overworld, like, 2 or 3 times in a row. Now I can't get past, like, that stupid, just, fire thing. I can't get to the first fire flower. It's impossible. There we go. Jeez. I'm having so much trouble. Not the positioning I was looking for, I will admit. That's fine. I didn't want to have good things. I forgot that cannon was there. I just didn't even acknowledge it. I passed the cannon. I was like, alright, let's make sure I don't knock it down so it's shooting up. That'll just get in my way. And then it was in my way. If you hate note blocks, then you should try a level I made called Super Bounce Bros. Are there no note blocks in the level? I mean, I know it's called Super Bounce Bros, but which of Wolfgang levels do you dislike the most so far? Definitely Singing Jets. I dislike Singing Jets more than any of his other levels. Mostly because the whole theme of the level is just note blocks, and I hate note blocks. I hate them with the core of my being. So much. Nice move. Yo, thank you. I appreciate that, exploding jellyfish. That is not what I wanted. Ah, oh, I just went a little too far left and it messed up everything. It's level 1, world 1 of Super Mario Bros. Except everything is bounce blocks. Oh, that sounds like a nightmare. Ugh. I mean, at least it's not covered in spikes and cannons, so it's still very doable. It's just weird. But yeah, nah, this level, because like note blocks in and of themselves aren't the true annoyance. It's the fact that I have to be precise on note blocks, which is the whole thing why I don't like note blocks, because I find no precision in them. But yeah, here's some note blocks. Go be precise. I didn't mean to jump that high. Let's see, but note blocks love you, says Valiant. They spent more time with you than anything in Mario Maker. Well, isn't that cute? But it's wrong! I don't want to be with note blocks. It's not right. It's not meant to be. I'm not into them. I don't care if they're into me. Wolfgang says, lol, that's funny. You hate Singing Jets more than Ain't I a Stinker, and you do know Singing Jets is actually one of my most popular levels, right? I don't care how popular it is. It's not about their opinions, it's about my opinion. If someone says, hey Vinx, what do you dislike most? I'm not gonna go, well, let me go pull up my statistics real quick. Ahem. No, I can just look inward and be like, I don't like this level. I mean, like, I'll admit, like, without a doubt, I obviously had much more trouble playing, say, Deadliest Jets than I did Singing Jets. But I guess it's just the level of frustration that I had at the time compared to, like, what I was doing at the time. Like, it's a very subjective and personal thing. And it was just, what I was going through. Playing that level in that current skill level of Mario Maker where I was at left me really not enjoying the level in any way, shape, or form. So, Singing Jets is definitely the one that I dislike the most. Without a doubt. well, we didn't go under the tank this time. That's good. Well, that's just rude. Alright, let's see how long it takes us before we die. Oh, I didn't get my jump. I didn't get a jump. Oh, am I dead? Oh, I'm trying not to die. Oh, I'm not looking so good. I missed the flower! No! How did I miss that? How did I miss it? Thanks, did you just make a Two Stupid Dogs reference? My boy! Yo, I'm glad you're able to catch that. I will make references all day long. If people pick up on them or not, that's up to them. Oh, man. Yo, I'm so happy. And Wolfgang saying, that's up to you. Wait, no, I already read that. Vinx was going through a phase? Yeah, I guess so. Explain Jellyfish, have you ever gotten so angry at a video game you almost did break something? No, absolutely not. I would never break anything. I can get very frustrated, but never to that level. I have self-control. And Wolfgang saying, I remember being stunned that you had less trouble with Doom Edition than you did with Singing Jets. Yeah, because, like, again, Doom Edition might have been a harder level than Singing Jets. I just didn't have trouble with it. So obviously I like Doom Edition more than I like Singing Jets. Favoritism biased of how easy I found the level. If so, have you done it on stream? Definitely not. Because yeah, no, I don't like that kind of thing. I don't like the idea that someone could be so upset. Like, I get it, I understand it, but I'm not comfortable with the idea that people can get so upset that they can't control themselves in such a basic situation, you know? To like, be so mad at a video game that you break something. That just screams lack of willpower, lack of self-control to me. You know, I think you should be able to, you know, be more mature, be more adult. If something makes you that angry where you feel like you should, like, you're gonna scream at somebody or you're gonna throw or break something, you need to put the game down. You need to stop whatever you're doing. You need to go take a breather and compose yourself. That's not me, man. I'm not into that. No siree. I mean, like, when it comes to name calling, I could be a bit playful, I guess. Like, I don't mean any of it seriously, but like, I'll lash out at a level that I'm playing that I really don't like. Like Nowu, for example. I am very quick to call that level a pile of garbage, rubbish, trash, the worst thing ever made in Mario Maker. I mean, even that's probably a bit of a stretch, but, you know, it's just me trying to, you know, lash out against the thing that I do not enjoy. But yeah, breaking something, man? You know, this controller I'm holding costs $60, like, I'm not gonna get another $60 for my controller just because I got angry. I think if you have that, something like that, that's like, you should probably get anger management. Because, I wouldn't want to see how that could affect you or people around you. It could be no good. Oh man. Cannonball, please. Ah, geesh. Is it gonna be fine? Yes, it is fine. As long as I don't die here. Wait for it, that's fine. Don't have to be pixel perfect things. It's not that tight. Alright, I've seen YouTube videos of someone throwing a controller and accidentally breaking a TV. Yeah, if you do it by accident, like, you know, like people that were like playing like Wii motion games and accidentally throwing their controller, that's completely different. That's completely different. Like, you know, they didn't mean to throw their Wiimote. That's completely understandable. That's all on, I mean, yeah, they might have been... might have been a little silly. Probably could have had that Wii strap on, but still. Oh, those are the Hammer Brothers that he was talking about. Oh no, my jump! My jump! That was it! Oh, why didn't I jump? Where did my jump go? Jump! Come back! Where'd you go? I needed you! Ah. Whatever, that's fine. Alright. Wolfgang was saying, so funny enough, I remember when you played my troll level, you said, you know what's better, a better level than this? Every other level ever made. Exactly, see, it's called being playful. And then, because that's an obvious exaggeration. Visitor says, I broke a laptop once because of Mario Kart Wii. I punched it when it decided to freeze up after a bad race and the screen shattered. It was a very bad laptop. Anyway, it was on its final leg. I regret nothing. You're not, I get you, man. I get you. I mean, I personally wouldn't punch my laptop in its screen face, but, I mean, if it's a bad laptop and, you know, it helps you let out some steam and it doesn't cause any negative harm to yourself or anyone else, then I don't see anything negative in that situation. Glackham saying, I think it's pretty bad to be destroying your own personal property. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Better your own than someone else, definitely. But again, my only concern is just self-control. Like, if you can control what you're doing, you know? Because, like, I mean, I don't want to make a lot of generalizations, but, like, I don't like people that, for example, like, get really angry, and they're like, well, I don't want to punch the person in front of me, so then they punch the wall. And now there's a hole in the wall. Walls aren't that strong, generally. I mean, it depends on the building, but, like, I'm not into that. I think you should have enough self-control to not punch a hole in the wall. Because, like, then you have to pay to get that repaired. And, yeah, that's, you know, that's easily, oh, man. Yeah, no, I killed myself. Yeah, that's something you could easily get around. You don't have to punch a hole in the wall. Like, you can just take a breath. You know, you could be dealing with a very terrible situation, and, you know, you're very frustrated, but, I mean, still. I mean, obviously, this is just what I think. I'm just a guy on the internet playing video games. You don't have to listen to anything I say, so don't worry about that. Exploding Jellyfish saying, dude, I saw a Rage compilation where some guy was playing a FIFA game, and he got so angry he unplugged the PS4, threw it straight out the window, then the controllers, and just sat down and looked at his laptop and browsed the internet. When I saw all I could think is, boy, he better be paying for that thing. I know, right? Like, I could not imagine buying a video game console for, like, my child, and then my child get upset while playing the game and just throwing the console. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, to a much smaller, lesser, not completely related extent, my niece, she was like 1, maybe. So, you know, she's not like angry or anything. She's just a toddler. So, yeah, she was watching Netflix on my 3DS once, my blue 3DS, which I have right here next to me. Yeah, she was playing with that 3DS, and, like, she was normally so good with it. Like, she, you know, she would just watch Netflix, and it was all good. She would watch, Peep in the Big Wide World, or whatever it's called. Whatever the show was. I don't remember exactly. But, for whatever reason, she threw the 3DS as hard as she could, and it has, like, a giant crack in it now. Well, not, like, on the screen, on the cover. So it didn't damage the 3DS itself. But obviously, I then was like, yeah, no, I don't think I'll let her use that 3DS anymore. But, you know, again, she's just a toddler. Like, that's the kind of behavior I expect from toddlers. Like, that's perfectly fine. But, like, if they were, like, if, you know, my niece was, like, 13 years old, and she did the same thing, that's completely different. Like, that's, no, she is a, you know, soon-to-be young adult. Should not be doing things like that. That's way too immature. Alright. I'm clearly missing all of the chat now. Let's see, Wolfgang was saying, actually, through all the discussion of raging is why I don't stream or play games competitively too often, even if I can usually control it. I don't want to risk getting angry like that. Got you. That's understandable, you know. You acknowledge that you have that problem, and it's something that you're worried about, so I get you. Exploding Jellyfish, but then again, you have to pay more for fixing a broken bone or something rather than a hole in a wall. Well, I mean, yeah, but you could potentially damage your hand punching the wall. Like, I've seen people damage themselves punching walls, punching the street. I've seen some angry people. Like, you gotta be careful. Take care of yourself. Wolfgang has made the strategic decision to try and avoid situations that make him too angry. Yeah, that's a good way, you know. If you acknowledge you have a problem and, you know, it's hard for you to contain your anger, but you're finding other ways to get around that problem, that's also good. Inviso saying, oh right, I broke a gamepad once too. Let's just say I found out I hate Japanese players in Splatoon a lot. I quit mini rooms after that. Thankfully, Splatoon 2 realized NA players should play with NA players, so I never have to worry again. Yo, Inviso! Yo, rip, man. Rip. But it is what it is. And Pyro saying, I get angry, I get really angry, but I've only ever gotten angry enough to break something once. Rest in peace, that keyboard. Yo, rip, man. And yo, Exploding Jellyfish, is that the original 3DS model? Like the original 3DS? Yes, that was the original one. You couldn't in Splat 1 either, sadly. They didn't learn much from 1 or 2. Wait, what happened? Oh, backing out of the rooms? Got you. Doomsday continues to wonder why it took King Hippo 750 tries to beat this level. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't taking it very seriously. I mean, that's how I am with a lot of things. Like, I'll just be playing something and I'll just be on autopilot. I mean, Glackham was on autopilot too. His autopilot's just way better than mine. But like, there's things that I know I can do. Like, I can do this, I can accomplish this. But I'm not really that focused. You know, I'm multitasking here. And I know, and like King Hippo, man, he's probably playing the game I bought for him for his birthday right now. So, you know, maybe he was dreaming about what game I was going to get him, and now he has that game, and so he's no longer distracted by his dreams. He just has to play the game now, and then he'll be able to come back to Mario Maker and not be so distracted and beat levels a lot faster. See, I'm doing the world a good service. You can count on me. Aw, man, I didn't want to jump into that. Anger likes to take control? Yeah. Like, it's not... I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying, like, it's completely easy and free to control anger. Like, it's not. If it was, then everyone would. I just think it's, you know, important to do. But again, I'm a guy playing video games on the internet. Not a big deal, anything I say. Alright, time to be good, guys. Here we go, here we go. Jumping and trying to be good at the video games, missing all the things. Oh, got that one. Jumping into the spikes. Ooh, made it a little bit further than I thought I was going to. That's nice. Alright, jump over here. That fire is still there! Why? There's so many things, man! There's so many things! I'm just trying to understand the situation, man. Why has there gotta be so many things? You know, Cyclone says, I get angry mainly with a free-to-play puzzle game that paces you to play out so much that they try to coerce you into spending a ton of money on extra play time, and I'm not kidding, it's expensive and no cap. Continue to insist I don't have to buy any of their benefits for real-world cash. I am so far successful. Yeah, a lot of free-to-play things are like that. I don't spend any money on free-to-play games. Though, in League of Legends, for my birthday, someone was like, hey, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, you want me to buy something for you in League of Legends? So I'm like, sure, give me the skin for LeBlanc. And then I had a skin in a free-to-play game. I didn't spend my own money on it, though. I'm not usually one to spend my own money on free games, but it happens now and then. And by now and then, I mean that one time. And Wolfgang's saying, yeah, it's not easy to control anger. I feel like I'd be so much better at Mario if it didn't make me angry. Yeah, no, I get you. Exploding Jellyfish, I almost cried the day I got so angry at a game that I broke my monitor. It makes me super sad to this day. I was so angry at myself after that because that monitor was awesome. Yo, rest in peace monitor. Now I'm stuck with a crappy old Ace monitor as a weird screen resolution. Yo, rip. That is very unfortunate. But yeah, like that's a perfect example of, you know, like wanting to contain the anger, because like Inviso and Exploding Jellyfish pretty much both, you know, are punching the same thing. I mean, for Inviso it was like a whole laptop, like it's kind of, the screen's kind of connected to the computery part, but for Exploding Jellyfish it was just a monitor. But yeah, like those things, they have to be replaced. For Inviso, he already planned on replacing his. For Exploding Jellyfish, We could replace it, but it was with a monitor not quite as good as the first one. Oh, why am I still down here? What am I doing? Let's go up there, Mr. Mario. Yep. Let's just go real slow like and into the spikes. Perfect. When I say perfect, I mean everything is terrible. Everything is awful. Think I could have practiced this and beaten it easy peasy? That's fine. Yo, Dread God's Hand saying hi. Yo, what's up, Dread God Hand? How do you do? And, oh, it's an old school monitor? Yo. I'd say, yeah, both of the monitors I use currently are new-ish. Like, my main monitor that I use for, like, displaying games that I'm playing, that's the really good monitor. That's the one I bought when I was buying my new computer. But my other monitor is just, like... My brother-in-law typically gets his hands on many computer parts. And so he was like, hey, I have a monitor I don't use, would you like to use it? And I was like, yes, I would. And so then I had 2 monitors. Actually, yeah, this is the 3rd monitor. I got rid of the other one because it was pretty bad. Yeah, that one was very old. Ah, geesh. And Visit says, Vinx, I could use the laptop still. I hooked it up to my TV and it worked, but I didn't feel like it since it was garbage and blue screening every other day. So, yeah, nah, I get that. Like, oh man, I got this notebook, right? I got this notebook back in like 2012. Stupidest notebook ever. I mean, it's called a notebook. Essentially, it means it's a less powerful version of a laptop. But generally, they're smaller, but my notebook was like the biggest laptop I had ever seen. It is a notebook, though. Like, that thing was, so, it just wasn't very powerful, like, at all. Everything was so slow. Everything loaded at the speed of nothing. And it was just constantly having the most random problems. The charger was recalled. Apparently they had a problem of the exploding, so that was a bit of an issue. I ended up getting that replaced. I put it off longer than I probably should have. I was like, it just, you know, heats up a bit and gets very hot and is a little concerning. But no, I eventually wired it up. We got rid of that bad charger. Got a new charger, and yeah, the current state of that laptop or notebook, it does not work anymore. Essentially, it was fixed because I was having... Oh yeah, I had it on during a lightning storm, and yeah, it definitely got fried. But it was under warranty, so I got it fixed. But then when it was returned to me, apparently, like, they did a really bad job putting the thing back together after whatever they did to take it apart. And so the more I used it, like, the top left side of the notebook, like where that how would you describe that? It's like, you ever where the screen is, like how it's able to like bend, the like bendy part? Like, it would push up from inside of the notebook more and more as I used it. And so essentially, if I ever had the notebook open, like, the keyboard would be pushing upwards and parts of the computer would be exposed. It was pretty bad. And I didn't care to bother to get it repaired because it was a piece of junk. it was just so bad, so I just didn't care. Ugh. And unfortunately, my sister Gypsy bought the same notebook, and she was like, oh yeah, Fix has this notebook, and it was really cheap. And I was like, well, there's a reason it was really cheap. I wish I could have warned you before you purchased it. Ah, I did not get past. Alright, what are we talking about? You know, a few things. So right now, since Exploding Jellyfish, my Christmas list is Nintendo Switch, Mario Odyssey, new monitors, Splatoon 2, and Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Mario Rabbids I'm looking at. The music is amazing, but I just don't know, I don't like the premise, but the music's so good. And then Pyro is similar, but he's got like Fire Emblems on there. And Super Sense Layer, so Vinx, while you try not to lose your mind here, I'll be back after I try not to lose my mind in Mega Man and Bass. Yo, you do it, man. You got this. And, let's see, what are we talking about? A cheaper version of something? Wolfgang would like SNES Classic, please. He thinks it will be impossible to find, though. Yeah, my mom feels the same way. She really wants to get the thing. She has, like, all these, like, notifications on her phone that'll, like, instantly go off whenever a store has them for pre-order. They went off during the Walmart pre-orders, and she got one of the Walmart pre-orders, but that ended up being a glitch in the system, and it wasn't supposed to go, and so, like, I don't know, hundreds or thousands of people. I don't know how many pre-orders there were, but yeah, everyone that got a pre-order, their pre-orders were canceled. My mother is forever sad about that. Yeah, she really wants that thing. Like, she was pretty huge into Super Nintendo back in the day. You know, you have frames per second issues. Exploding Jellyfish, yo, rip. Don't get Rabbids games. You'll judge me heavily. But yo, Grant Kirkhope himself is working on the game, Black, and you have to understand, his music is so good, like, legit. Like, I will just buy a soundtrack or album or whatever of just his music. It doesn't matter if, like, I don't have the game. His music's that good. And so if his music just comes with the game, it's pretty compelling, you know? Like, I love his music. I really, really do. Like, Grant Kirkhope, David Wise, man, those are some of my favorite composers. And, oh man, I forget the name of the guy that did the new Killer Instinct, but oh man, that dude is just wonderful. He does an amazing job at replicating, like, old school music while modernizing it. So good. So good. Yeah, the main music I listen to is video game music. I don't listen to, like, hip-hop, I don't listen to rock, rap, metal. Not really. Like, I might listen to something, like, here or there, but primarily I only listen to video game music. That is what I'm into. It's very interesting to me. Let's see, Wolfgang says, I'm already expecting to have to pay up to have one? Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that. You're, like, planning on paying, like, $200 or something. Cyclone saying, get the Mario Rabbids game. It's a fun idea, and you know they did a good job with the way the Rabbids dress as the heroes behave. I just really don't like Rabbids. That's my main problem. Rabbids Go to the Moon was a Wii game, and you bought and liked it. I've never played any of the Rabbids games. I just don't like the character concepts. I just look at them, and it just bothers me. Glackman says, no, I don't have to understand. Buying a Rabbids game is basically a crime against all sane Rayman fans. Only basically, not literally, so there's a difference. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, I think it's going to be my type of game, says Exploding Jellyfish, because I love Mario, I like Rabbids, and I love turn-based RPGs. Yeah, sounds perfect for you. And rest in peace your sanity. Yo, rip sanity. Oh, man. And then Valiant, I don't like Rabbids, but the game seems pretty solid, so I'll get it. Doomsday always liked the Rabbids commercials, but never got the games. And last place, Larry Nobuo Uematsu, who did the music for some of the earlier Final Fantasy games, is amazing. I completely agree. I completely agree. And then, yeah, what's her face? Yutaro Hikaru, I think her name is? Or I might be, like, butchering that really bad. I want to say it's Yutaro Hikaru. I might be wrong. I can't remember. It's been, like, what? When did Kingdom Hearts 2 come out? Either way, amazing. Yeah, I can't help it. Video game music, man. It's the best. Like, soundtracks that I just listen to, like, just when I want to listen to music, would be, Chrono Trigger. I really love Chrono Trigger's OST. Killer Instinct. I really love Killer Instinct's OST. Sonic the Hedgehog, like, 2, 3... Adventure 2, what else do I listen to? Breath of Fire 2. I mean, Breath of Fire 2 doesn't have, like, the best music, but it's pretty good. Like, almost any Mega Man game. Mega Man games are always really good music. Secret of Mana, Earthbound. There's just so much good music, man. Oh yeah, bombs come from that, huh? Been a while. It's a good hit there. By a bomb of all things. Well, I didn't need that anyways. Ah, geesh, I'm alive. I didn't see that happening. That's not really good. That's also not really good. Oh, that's worse. Oh man, I bounced off the Wiggler. Rip. Alright, man. let's see, what are we saying? Miyamoto was involved in the projects. They wouldn't approve garbage. Yeah, I think so. Though they did approve Paper Mario Color Splash, so... And Glackham saying, unlike all you lucid dudes, if I don't like the character, it's basically a bad game to me. A game is more than its gameplay. I agree. But, like, there's some things I'm willing to look to the side for. And, like, I'm not huge into Rabbids. I'm really not. So when that was the whole, like, when I just saw Mario and I saw Rabbids, I was instantly disinterested in the game, just from the core concept. But then the music came, and I'm like, maybe. I'm still not sold. I'm not sold, but maybe. Like, the gameplay has to be really good, and then I might get it. Let's see. Judging a book by its cover? Yeah, that happens sometimes. But, like, there's just so many games out there. It's nothing like that outside of being exactly like that. Wait, what? Playing as Rabbid is literally disgusting. I mean, you know, to each their own. Exploding Jellyfish Hunger Games. It's got a bird pendant on the cover. I don't want a bird watching books as Exploding Jellyfish. I want a Survival of the Fittest Battle to the Death book. This book isn't for me. Throws away. Yeah, judging a book by its cover, man. That's a good example. Let's see. At least Lester the Unlikely was a bad character wrapped in bad gameplay. Lester the Unlikely. What's that from? I don't know what that is. But yeah, there's, like, for me, when it comes to, like, deciding if I'm going to get a game nowadays, like, it pretty much comes down to, like, first, if I just think it looks cool. If I think it looks cool, that's a pretty huge part of it. Like, if I see Mega Man, instantly I'm like, oh man, this is cool. But then, say, instead, I see Rabbids. Instantly, I'm going to think, well, this is just terrible. I mean, obviously, Rabbids nor Mega Man, neither one of those characters in and of themselves are a game concept by themselves. They're just characters. But seeing Mega Man, like, even if it's like a fighting game, I'm like, okay, that looks really cool, versus Rabbids, which could also be in a fighting game, and I'm like, oh man, that looks like garbage. Because I don't like the look of it. I really don't. But yeah, that's just how I am. I'm not gonna like something that just I don't really find aesthetically pleasing. But I'm not a stickler for graphics. It's just concepts, really. Like, a game can be nothing but polygons, but if the gameplay looks solid, I'll probably check it out. And in that same field, like, I can look at a game and go, man, this looks like hot garbage. But if I have a lot of friends that are like, oh no, dude, you're missing out. This game is like the best thing ever. And these are people that I, like, trust with their opinions, then I will more than likely try that game out. Like, that's what really does it for me nowadays in 2017, because there's just so many video games. I go off of recommendations. Like, if a lot of people recommend a game to me, I'll play it. But it has to be people I know. Like, if it's some person that I don't know, and they're just like say IGN, for example. If IGN's like, yeah, this Rabbids game, 10 out of 10. I'm like, oh, 10 out of 10 doesn't happen very often. It must be so... No. I have no value in anything IGN says because I don't agree with a lot of their reviews. Like, it means nothing to me. Versus if, like, say, Super Sin Slayer or Tenth Doctor were to say, or King Hippo were like, hey, this game is really good, Banks, you would probably like it. I would have a lot more of a connection to that recommendation. It would actually mean something to me. I messed that all up. Let's see, Pyro says, this is even sillier than the person who didn't want to play Terraria because of spiders? I mean, you know, some people are very, very afraid of things. Some people can, like, say sharks. Some people have an extreme fear of sharks. To the fact where, like, they can just see a caricature of a shark in a video game or TV show or whatever, and it can put them into a state of real panic. Like, that is a thing. So I can understand it. I mean, again, I don't know, like, the literal situation that you're referring to. Maybe it's a lot sillier than what I'm trying to perceive. Oh yeah, there we go. Doomsday didn't get Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze because it's an insult to Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, like he, you know, for him, like it's that whole concept thing, right? Like I didn't like the concept of Rabbids. I just looking at them is just like, eh. And then Doomsday doesn't like how the Kremlings aren't in the game, and instead they're replaced by like Tikis and Penguins. And to him, he's just like, eh. Like that's definitely all just comes down to our perceptions, you know? It's not like Rabbids is necessarily bad just for being Rabbids, or that Donkey Kong Country is bad because it doesn't have Kremlings in it. Like, a lot of people would argue that Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze are some of the best platformers to come out in recent years. But yeah, no, if that concept bothers you that much, then you would probably be turned off from the game regardless. It's just how people are. And yeah, Glackum's just the same way as Doomsday in that regard. Just with Rabbids instead of Kremlings. You won't, you know, Glackum saying, I won't consider anyone who plays a Rabbids plus Mario game to have valid human opinions about basically anything. I mean, yeah, that's fine, you know, if that's how you feel. That's cool. I mean, I'm of definitely the feel that, like, if you enjoy, like, if you think Final Fantasy 13 is, like, one of the best Final Fantasy games ever made, I don't think you have the best taste in video games. Or Metroid Other M. If you find those to be really good games, then, yeah, we have very different tastes. If someone who likes Metroid Other M, and they're like, yeah, man, Metroid Other M, best thing to happen in the Metroid series, and then they try to recommend me a game, it works the opposite way. I'm like, oh, they like really, really bad games. So whatever they like, I'm not gonna like. It works the opposite way too. Oh man. But I mean, it's all subjective. Like, I can understand why people like these games that I do not enjoy and think are terrible excuses for video games. Like, for them, you know, even though I have my highly passionate views on these games, like, I don't know, people just feel differently. Like, it's subjective. For a lot of people, like, I get it when people are like, Final Fantasy 13 is beautiful. It is. It's a very pretty game. Some people like linearity. Some people like linearity a lot. That game's literally 12 hallways. And some people can dig that, you know? I mean, it would be a lot cheaper to just walk in their own hallway while looking at pictures of, you know, people cosplaying, but I guess, you know, they wanted that in video game form, need to be a bit more interactive. But, you know, to each their own. Going says, it's not like liking one game you hate make the opinion of someone else worthless for you. Yeah, you know, like, yeah, even if someone likes Final Fantasy 13, I don't think that makes all of their opinions trash. It's just, I know that we don't like the same things. Like, because people are going to be different, you know? Some people like games that hold your hand. Some people like to play games on easy. Some people like to play Farmville, you know? They're into that. Farmville is their jam. For me, I try to play Farmville, and it's like, there's no game here. Like, I'm looking for the game. I see I can move my character. I see there's different items, and, like, I can navigate through menus. But I don't see a game. I don't see... There's no video game. Like, for me, a game is something where you can make interesting choices. There's no interesting choices to make in Farmville. So to me, it's not even a video game. But to other people, they swear by it. That doesn't mean that those people have worthless opinions. It just means that, you know, we see things differently. Well, as far as those games go, we might see things very similar in terms of how interesting sports are. We might both find football uninteresting. And so, is their opinion of football being uninteresting also garbage, even though their opinion is the same as mine? Let's see, Doomsday lost a lot of respect for Miyamoto after Sticker Star and Color Splash. I mean, like, I get what Miyamoto was going for. For him, Miyamoto's not really big on sequels, from what I can tell. Like, it's like Mario, like, I need to see more about, like, Mario 2 in particular, because Mario 2 is the most sequel thing I think they've ever done. Like, in the early days, when, like, it was mostly Miyamoto doing a lot of stuff. Did he not work on the game? He must not have. I don't know. But, like, say you go from, like, Mario 1 to Mario 3, right? Like, such a huge difference in gameplay. Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario World, so many differences. And so, like, that's the same thing he was continually doing, like, going from, The Thousand Year Door to Sticker Star. Like, it was too much of the same game, like, initially what they were developing, so it was like, let's not do this, let's make a new game. And it was the same way with, like, Super Mario Galaxy 2. He wasn't, from what I read, wasn't exactly gung-ho with the concept of Super Mario Galaxy 2. I, however, find Super Mario Galaxy 2 to be my all-time favorite 3D Mario game. I enjoy that game more than any other 3D Mario. So obviously me and Miyamoto have different ideas of what we think is a good Mario game. I still have respect for him, I just, you know, we just see things differently, that's all. Like, I like sequels, but, you know, they gotta be good sequels. Something with, like, substantial content. It's like Super Mario Galaxy was just such a solid game. So solid. And I was like, man, if only I could have more of this. And then there it was, Super Mario Galaxy 2. With so much more content than the first game. It was literally everything I wanted. Aw, man. I was hoping I could get through that. Cyclone did play Farmville and Cafe World and realized they were nothing more than time sinks and said, forget it. Yup. Farmville wants to be a game, but isn't quite there for you. Yeah. It's not about sequels. Miyamoto simply does not understand RPGs. I mean, yeah, that could also be a lot of it. Yeah, maybe he's not really put the time into, you know, going into that. Because, like, at least a lot from what I read, a lot of Miyamoto's games since didn't come from, like, really himself, but what he viewed outwards. Like, he was trying to see what made games engaging and interesting, and then he tried to replicate that, and he did an incredibly amazing job. And then, you know, he has had a more offhand role in recent years, and so, I don't know. He just kind of has opinions that are held very strongly by his team members. But yeah, like, I don't know the specifics. I don't know exactly what Miyamoto thinks about RPGs. I mean, it's a shame, because, like, I love Super Mario RPG, I love Paper Mario 64, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, but again, to be fair, I've never played Sticker Star. I've never played it. I've never played Color Splash. So honestly, I don't have strong opinions on either game, because I've never played them, but they don't look interesting to me. Like, for me, you know, RPG, like, I want to level up, and you can't really do that in those games, and just, I don't know, I've just had so many negative things. I've heard so many negative things about the games from a lot of people who I trust their opinions, so I'm just not interested in playing them. If I heard otherwise, then my opinion would change. Wow, what a tangent rant! Yo, Kaze, I love to go on tangent rants. I don't always do, but I do sometimes. Happens now and then. You know, Super Mario Odyssey promises to be even better than Galaxy 2. Galaxy 2 is also your favorite. I mean, I'm pretty hopeful. Like, I was really worried at first, because the game just looked so small, more like 3D World. Not that I dislike 3D World. I did like 3D World. I thought it was pretty good. It was just, a bit on the simpler side, but I love the game. I beat it, like, I don't know, probably like 4 or 5 times. But I would just prefer something similar to Galaxy 2, which it does seem to be going more in that direction. I'm just a little worried. I don't want my hopes to be too high. I'm sure I'll have fun with the game either way. We shall see. Ouch. Yo, Kaze saying we need to hang out again? Yo, that sounds cool to me. Just hit me up on the Facey books. You can figure it out. And then Super Sense Slayer even chugged Conroy, a very positive person, avid Paper Mario fan, hates Sticker Star. Yo, rip. Thanks, please win already? Yeah, maybe if I focused a bit more on the level, that might help a little bit. That could possibly help. Maybe. That's okay. I was willing to die for that drink of water. It was worth it. I could have paused. Alright, see, here we go. Look at me being the best, jumping on the cannons and dying. I'm not supposed to jump on that. I need to wait, and then I can get past that. Thanks. I know you're not over 3 times worse than me at video games. Just do it. Yeah, no, like, a lot of it's just me, you know, not focusing. I'm very good at not focusing. You can ask Kaze, she can tell you that. I am the best at being off task. Like, to a T. Like, I'm the best at that. I would like to think. Oh, man. I am, like, right here, I am meaning to jump off of the flamethrower. Like, I don't want to jump off of that note block. The note block kills me. Am I dead? Not dead. Nice. I really thought I was... Oh, there it is. How to get on task. Get good, scrub. You should learn to be off task and still be good. I mean, some people are just naturally better, you know? I wish that my autopilot was half as good as yours, Glackham. But that is not the case. I'll die the same way twice. That sounds good. And yo, Blue Dan with a get good. Yo, I got this, I got this, I got this. How many get goods is that? 35! Yo, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, I got this. Look at us go. Okay, so I was just I was clearly I didn't really want to do it that round. Like, this is the one where I actually want to try after I hit start over. This is the one where we will beat the level from here, like right on out. Don't worry, got this. That was a little high, so I had to reposition. Any second now, we will be on the run, where we beat the level. It will be glorious. Alright, so yeah, there's the big cannon shot. They're gonna throw those. I'll let them go over my head, wait for the cannonball, then we jump. I barely made that. Oh, I walked into that. I need to do that section faster. If I did that section faster, I would be able to get to, like, where the fire's about to come out, and that next cannon just a little further up, and I could jump over it. And yo, Blue Dan, lol, looks like I have to suffer insomnia to check your channel. Yo, is that the case? That's unfortunate. Yeah, time zones and all that. I know how it is. I was living in Australia for a good while myself, so there's a lot that American things I can really enjoy because of the whole time difference. Except for Game of Thrones, I was all over that, don't you worry. That was important. Oh, I didn't think I would hit the mole, but I got him, and then I got a cannon in the face. Wait for it, duck under that, and here we go! Oh, that didn't hit me? Yo! That is fine, that'll work. Ah, I didn't see the fire there. Nope, no moles today, buddy. Not today. We're gonna have to try on a day that's not this one. Alright, see, look at that. 5 million years of focus, and bam, then we're there. See, all I gotta do is focus. I have the ability to do the things, I just gotta, like, actually pay attention. Let's see, what were we saying? Wolfgang would love to see a race with Super 2, Doomsday, King Hippo, Glackham, and Ryukar. He wonders who would win. Yo, I would love to rig that race so that I won. And Blue Dan saying, lol, looks like I have to, oh yeah, I already read that. Haven't been here in a long while. Was Web Dan? Oh, okay, yo, how's it going? What brings you back? Alright, let's try not to die. I don't have a lot of practice in this section, I don't really know what to do. We're figuring out as we go. I grabbed the flower before I took the damage, so I ended up effectively not ever having a flower there. I died on a note block. We all know Vince would be last unless he rigged the race. Yo, exactly, man. That's why you gotta rig the race. It's all good. I would just rig the race so that it was all levels that I had played previously. I had extensive knowledge, lots of practice on all the levels, and they were all levels that played to my strengths, hopefully to my opponent's weaknesses, and then I would win for free, and it'd be great. And they'd be like, oh, Vince cheated, and I was like, what? No, I didn't. But, you know, the important part is that I won, so they're just sore losers. That's what it is. Get good, yo, I got this, Wolfgang, don't worry, man. Oh, jeez. Please, no. Aw, rip. Yeah, nah, Sin hasn't really been on stream in a while, like a long while. Yeah, she lives much further up. Virginia, she lives in a different spot than I do. I mean, she did initially as well, I just mean, like, she's much further away than she was previously, so it's a lot more difficult for her to be on stream than it used to be. She's moved because she's pursuing her dream, you know. My sister Cinnamon is trying to do the whole professional video game, fighting game tournament thing, and so she goes to a lot of tournaments. She plays, like, on a weekly basis. She generally goes to about 4 different tournaments, so she is very busy with her stuff, which I try to support her with that whenever I can. I don't wanna die, I'm dead. Ah, that's so lame. Like, I can see the death coming because I'm like, I'm not taking these jumps how I want to take them. Like, Mario's not going where I want him to go. And yo, Follow Flame saying, oh hey Vince, long time no see. Yo, what up Follow Flame? It has indeed been like at least a billion years. At least a billion. But I mean, dinosaurs may have passed, but aside from that, things are pretty much the same. Yeah, Wolfgang says, we both know there's no level you're well practiced on because you won't practice. I mean, that's true, but like, I could if I wanted to. Blue Dan saying, Insomnia brings me back a little, and somehow I chose to get on Twitch and then picked your channel. And that's mini tournaments a week. Yeah, she's really into it. She takes it very seriously. So yeah, she's generally in 3 to 4 tournaments a week. And that's just like weekly tournaments, like tournaments that, you know, they do a weekly thing and like if you're in the area you can show up. But then she also goes to out-of-state tournaments. Cinnamon's traveled to, I believe she's been to Georgia, she's been to New York, she's been somewhere that was like in the West. I want to say, no, don't remember. But yeah, no, she travels a lot. She wanted to go to EVO and I believe it's in Texas. Unfortunately she wasn't able to make it. Maybe next time. Maybe next Evo. Oh, I'm so dead. I'll just die in the spikes. That's fine. And Wolfgang's saying, you could if you wanted to, but we both know you don't want to. Well, most of the time, no. Like, I really don't. Like, for me, it all depends on, like, what do I get out of it? You know, I'm a very give and receive kind of person. I value my time very highly. So, if I don't see like anything coming of it, like say, right, like the only prize is if I win the race, it's like, oh hey, if you win this race, you won it. Well, I don't care, man. That's not a huge use of my time. Versus like say there is a tournament going on and the person that wins the tournament wins like $120. I might practice for that. And by might, I mean I have, because I've done that. I've won tournaments, but like, not for like Mario or anything like that. I'm talking about fighting games. But yeah, no, it just depends. You know, like The more I can get out of it, the more time I'm willing to put in. It's as simple as that. So I don't have all the time, unfortunately. I didn't mean to go under there. I'm so going to die. It's all over. But I don't want it to be over. Dream! You have to live your dreams, Mario, to let your... Oh, I'm dead. Translation, Banks is a sellout? Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like... I wouldn't necessarily say sellout. Like, a sellout is someone, in my view, is someone that would do something outside of, like, their core values. Like, something that they didn't believe in for money. I wouldn't do that. I will, however, do things I didn't plan on doing that I don't mind doing. But if that makes me a sellout, I'm cool with that. Like, I am not scared by titles. Let's see, your USB drive got corrupted, so it'll be a very long time before you can submit anything worthwhile. You know, fair enough. I don't know if I can find any levels I previously submitted. Yo, rip. That is very unfortunate. Like I'm saying, Banks, if you don't want to die to music block momentum stopping, just pay attention to where you're jumping. Yeah. A lot of it is I'm not literally paying attention to most of the things at any given point in time. Like, a lot of the level I will play without looking at it. Which makes it a bit more difficult. I mean, sometimes more than others. Like, I was looking for those past 2 deaths, I just keep making the same mistake. Like, because I'll bounce once and I'll do a full jump, and then you can go, but like you have to do this small pause, and I keep not doing the pause, so sometimes I'm just bad. Alright, so I'm trying over here. We're gonna grab this fire flower. Oh, I'm gonna land into that. It's so difficult, because like you have to move, because like the cannons that are shooting diagonally, like are going to get you. Well, that's far from the best. Yeah, that's dead. Not how I thought I was going to die. But yeah, I'm still having a lot of trouble, like, even, like, really paying attention to what I'm doing to still doing the jumps that I want to do. I'd still have a lot of trouble. It's just tricky. At least for me. So I'm still not landing where I mean to land. And that, I thought I would be fast enough to get past the fire. I was wrong, though. Wolfgang's saying he gets nothing out of beating super hard Mario levels, which is why he really doesn't beat the insane levels anymore. For example, he's certain no one can beat No Legit, but it wouldn't, or certain he can beat No Legit, but it just wouldn't be, it would be hours of pain with no prize. Yes. No, that's how a lot of people feel about Mario Maker and why so many Mario Maker streamers don't play it anymore. It's like back in the day, it was like, oh man, look at how good I am, I beat this level, and people go, oh wow, you're so good. And then as time went on, it would be more like, hey, here's super extremely ridiculously hard level number 367, I bet you can't beat this. And like they can, it's just going to take hours and hours of memorization on how to do certain sections with positioning and timing. It's just a lot of effort, and you know, if you don't beat it, you're a scrub. If you do beat it, well then here's the next level. And it's just a lot of time, and it all gets really repetitive. Like, you've seen it all before, it's not that interesting. Or at least that's how I and a lot of other streamers feel about the game. I mean, I know there's some people that still play the game and enjoy it, but a lot of us just are burnt out. You know, streamers are different. Some streamers can play the same game forever, and they will enjoy it a lot. And then you have others that can't quite do that. Which is completely understandable. I didn't want any of that. It's all over. It's all over, dude. Let's see. I think any levels I upload stay uploaded, but I don't know if I can actually find them anymore. I mean, yeah, every level you've uploaded Fall of Flame should still be up there. Like, levels aren't really taken down in Mario Maker. Not really. Hashtag Team Scrubs. Yo, rip. Wolfgang says that's why I offer money incentives, due to my entertainment. Yo, fair enough. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of games out there. Like, sometimes you're like, oh wow, look, the new Persona game, I want to try that. But then nobody wants to watch you play Persona, they want to see more Mario Maker. It just depends on the streamer, you know? I mean, obviously, if you're not streaming, you can play whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Let's see, Super Senslayer. Some streamers can play the same game forever, like you and Mega Man. Well, to be fair, I don't play just Mega Man. Like, I play X2, play X1, G4-5. Goodness gosh, I'm never playing 6 or 7 again. But yeah, no, I play a lot of Mega Man games, and I feel that helps me out a lot. By playing a lot of Mega Man games, it's a bunch of different experiences, rather than just the same one over and over again. No, I don't get that section. What do I do there, man? It's the second time I've gotten there, and I died in that exact same spot, man. I don't see how to take the jumps. I don't know what the level wants me to do. Larry's saying, with Mario Maker, any level with less than 1% clear rate is just hard for the sake of hard and not fun. Really feel 1% clear rate is the cutoff for enjoying the level. I mean, like, it really depends. Like, I've played levels that, say, have, like, 40% clear rating that are some of the hardest levels I've ever played. Because it just depends on, like, who's played the level. Like, the difficulty, or the percentage really isn't a good display of how difficult it is. Like, say, you make one of the hardest levels ever, and then you hand it off to the best Mario Maker players ever. And so, like, I mean, not literally the hardest, but like a really very precise, very difficult level. But, you know, if you're just really good at certain mechanics, you should be able to do it just fine. Like, if they're the only ones to play it first, then obviously the level's going to have a very high clear rate. But then as soon as it gets into the hands of others, then it'll be a bit more accurate. But yeah, if it has very few plays, then it's not going to be a good indicator of difficulty. But I get what you're saying for the most part. It's just like, if you would have asked me, like back when I played Mario Maker in the day, I would have said anything that has a clear rate above 0.1% is easy. That's what I would have said back in the day. Oh, no, 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 no! All of those jumps were wrong. They were all wrong. I'm dead again, man! I just can't do anything I want to do. None of the jumps are right. None of them. Blessed be checkpoints. Blessed be checkpoints, my friend. May they always be in your levels. And Fall of Flame saying, I think it ultimately depends on the clear rate and number of people who plays it. Obviously, if it's 50% but only 2 people played it, it doesn't help you much. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Wolfgang, that's common with my levels. Pretty much any hard level I make it's cleared by King Hippo and Doomsday, and those two are the best there is, so it inflates the clear rates. Yup. Yeah, if you have really good people rushing to your levels first, then, you know, it's going to end up in, you know, someone's hands are like, oh, look at this, it has 25% clear rate, easy peasy. And then they're like, oh my god, what is this? You know, you just crushed their little dreams. I've never lost a level with 25% clear rate before, or 12% clear rate. It's at 0.1 now. I tried so many times. But yeah, just depends on the players. I'll take that fire flower. Thank you very much. Aw, man. I was not going as far right as I thought I was. See, over 0.1% is easy, then Deadliest Jets in Time are easy. Exactly, you know, clear rates mean nothing. Like, that's why I said an earlier me would have said that. But I'm mature enough to now know that it depends on the people that played it. Like, cause like, without a doubt, if you put the Impossible's Time and Deadliest Jets into more people's hands, if more people play those levels, then they would have that lower clear rate. But they don't. Not enough people are playing those levels, so it is what it is. Lycum says, this game is certainly lacking in flow compared to the this level is certainly lacking in flow compared to the non-deadly levels. Wolfgang has certainly inflated a clear rate today. No, he sure did, but don't worry, here's good old Vinx. I'll get a few deaths in there. I'll help you out, Norton with the GG. We got a long way to go, Norton. We got a long way to go, buddy. There's a lot of cannons. Did you know that? A lot of them. Yeah, level's been alright so far, like... I mean, I definitely like the overworld section a lot more than I like the underworld section. But I mean, again, I haven't been in the underworld for very long, so maybe my view on it will change with time. But it's just so much so fast, I just can't take it in. And then as I'm trying to process all of this information, I'm also just not getting the jumps that I mean to take, and that just makes it worse. That's fine. That's a fun little section right there, he said sarcastically. That's fine. Doesn't matter, we got this. Alright, let's just not die here, and we'll be in the clear. Position. That's good enough. Yeah, sometimes I try to go a little too far to the right. We're not doing that anymore. Let's see, what are we saying? Wolfgang wonders how many times Super T will die at the end. We don't know. This could be it. This could be the time. I could beat it right here. Glackham says, I don't even want to waste my time arguing but I will throw in the jab in there. We've gone over it 50 times, and you know my opinion. I don't remember a lot of either. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, time is way harder than anything in its clear rate level because it's unfairly misdirective. Yeah, I got you. Oh, geesh. I didn't take the jump I wanted. As usual. Oh, and I missed the fire flower. That's GG. Oh, rip, man. Like, the very beginning I find pretty difficult. Yeah, I bounced off of the cannon. That's what it was. Or one of the cannonballs. Yeah, a cannonball popped off of the cannon. I meant to jump off of the cannon. That didn't happen. So that's what's happening there. I didn't even know why. I thought it was coming off of a note block. Because again, everything just happens really fast, so I've been missing some things. Also, like, 3 deaths. Larry says, I like the Link to the Past random runs. When are you going to do that again? Yeah, I will definitely still be doing Link to the Past. I'll probably practice a bit more off-stream before I do it again. Because, like, I really want to try to, like, beat it a bit faster, and I feel like I just need to, like, really focus. Not that I'm too distracted while I'm doing the runs, but like to be able to have like just all my resources up, like guides on like where treasure chests are and like how to do certain sections at a quick pace and whatnot. I could use more practice. But yeah, I like Link to the Past. I wouldn't mind doing more of that. Yeah, nah, I can't do that section sometimes. Oh no! I thought it was on the flamethrower. Oh man. Wolfgang usually takes the first subworld jump off the cannons, not the note blocks. Yeah, I didn't make it to the note blocks. Well, I mean I did, but the jump that I was trying to do wasn't off of note blocks, it was off of the cannonballs. I was trying to jump off the cannon, I jumped instead of off the cannonball, because like what the problem is like, so when I'm going for the cannons, I'm trying to do like a big jump, so I'm holding that jump button down. But before I even press the input, I'm in the air faster than I expect. So I'm holding the jump button down as I'm really just falling, because Mario goes up a set distance because of the cannonball. And then once I land, that held B button doesn't do anything because I'm just landing. Like holding the B button down as you land doesn't make you automatically jump. So then I have to repress it, which I didn't plan on doing. So I'm doing jumps that I didn't want to do. You would prefer no Link to the Past runs? Yo. Can't do, I can't, there's literally no way I can ever keep everyone happy in this stream. Like, some people only want me to play Mega Man, some people only want me to play Mario Maker, some people want to see, I don't know, Barbie's Super Horse Adventure. I'm not going to play everything that people want me to play. I will play what I want to play. But I will do my best to, like, make as many people happy as possible. But, yeah, I'm not playing Barbie Horsey Adventure, sorry. It's not gonna happen. Rest in peace. I'm not saying Barbie Horsey Adventure is terrible or anything, it's just not my kind of game. Not my cup of tea. Alright, here we go, we made it back. And yeah, I'm gonna take damage there, that's fine. There's a Firefly right here, doesn't even matter. Let's see, Wolfgang, oh yeah, I already read that. How's he supposed to jump into the turning without? Without what? I lost. I definitely missed something. Don't worry, I got this. Wonderful jump off of the stupid cannonballs. Take the damage you have to take. That's what the level wants me to do. I don't see how to do that otherwise. That was not, I did not go anywhere near forward enough. I didn't go anywhere near forward enough. Like, lost all of my momentum, as usual. I'll just keep doing this, man. Eventually I'll get the momentum I want, and then the level will be easy peasy. I hate no blocks. Yeah, I was like, shouldn't there be something behind me here? I don't see the cannon, but I could have sworn. And there it was. There was like a bomb cannon behind me I had forgotten about. No, not underneath, it's all over, man. Oh wait, not this section. It's still on, man. It's still on. It ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. Oh, now it is. Oh, gosh darn it, man. If I could keep my momentum and go more forward instead of straight up. Ah. Gosh darn it. Very doable. Wasn't done. Thanks. If you're bad at momentum, then just make the music block jump at a place where you don't need momentum. I mean, yeah, if you can get to that. Norton saying, I have faith in Kaze, nothing is easy peasy. I don't know about that. Nothing is easy peasy. It might be a bit of an exaggeration. Lots of things are easy peasy. Going for a walk. What else? Breathing. Breathing's easy peasy. Any level made by Doomsday, his levels are all easy peasy. So here's the numbers, what, 747? Yeah, wait, 748, something around there. Died a few times. What am I at? 749. But that's okay, we will beat this any second now, as soon as I stop being bad. Wait for it, wait for it. Oh, this is not a good situation. It's a pretty bad situation. That wasn't the best. Definitely not the best. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, sweet, I'm alive. Oh, give me the fire flower. I want it. I need it. Thank you. Oh, that's not the jump I wanted. Not the jump I wanted. This is all bad. This is super bad. This is incredibly, indubitably bad. There's no way I'm gonna... Yeah, nah. Nothing I can do. Let's see. Now expect a new Doomsday level since they're all easy peasy? Well, they are all easy peasy. Like, let's be real. Rackham says, I don't think any of those statistics matter other than you're a dirty cheater. Yo, rip Doomsday. Last place, Larry. I used to really like watching you play Mario Maker when you played a lot of different levels. These 5 hours on one level sessions are not all that interesting. Nah, I get that. I definitely get that. Like, that's definitely where a lot of my viewership died down in the initial days back when I played Mario Maker, when I was playing levels like this. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not that huge into it either. I don't like having to devote so much time to one level because it's so ridiculous. I'd much rather do other things. The levels I enjoy in Mario Maker are more traditional levels, like where it's more about theming and people just doing things in interesting ways. That is the levels I enjoy the most. But those aren't really the levels that people submitted to me overall. There are more levels like this. Not to say that this is a bad level, because I don't feel it like that. I'm just saying what my favorites are. And also, like, just why I stopped playing Mario Maker for the main part anyways, was because of levels. Not quite like this, more like the Impossible's Time, but still. Yeah, I really don't like spending that much time on the same thing. I'd rather do other things. Oh my goodness! Ah! If it wasn't so fast, maybe I could take the time to position myself how I want to be. Let's see. Wolverine saying, they give you levels that, let them tell you to get good? Yo, that's true. But yeah, Glackham, don't worry about it too much. Doomsday does like to compare. For me, I just don't care. Like, people have strengths in different areas. Like, for instance, Glackham has the world record in Rayman 1. He's the best person in the world at the game at the moment, as far as times go. But, Doomsday is not that. He's nowhere near. Like, not even close. Not by a long shot. So there's a comparison that he's not making because it's not as positive for him. But yeah, just try not to stress about it. Yo, Fire Flower! Alright, just be good. Be the good that you know you can be. Not the good that isn't really that good and just kind of barely flukes by. No, the real good. The super good. I shouldn't have got hit there. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. It's completely fine, doesn't even matter. I didn't time that right, I thought the fire was about to run out. That didn't hit me? I was pretty sure that cannonball was gonna hit me. We take those. Oh, that wasn't far enough to the right. I am alive. Interesting. I didn't see it playing out like that. I had design myself to my fate. we take those. Yo, you found your levels, so not everything is lost? Yo, that's awesome, Follow Flame. Wolfgang saying, if the 5-hour sessions aren't working for you, I can tone down donation challenges. I submit donation challenges because I think it's fun. I'm not here to torture. If you aren't having fun, I don't want to torture you. Yo, it's all good, Wolfgang. Don't worry about it. Like, I'm telling you the main reason why I don't do it, like, every day. Like, this is definitely something I wouldn't want to do every day, like I used to do. Like, back in the Mario Maker days, I would do this Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, man. Or Thursday. I used to stream on Thursdays. Sometimes I streamed on Fridays. I used to stream every day of the week. And then I was like, nah, let's just take one day off. And then a year later, I was like, alright, 2 days off. But yeah, just doing Mario Maker 6 to 5 days a week was just way too much. And it definitely put a hamper on it for me. Because, like, I like the game. I do. I still like Mario Maker. I don't enjoy it as much as I used to. But I still have fun, like, here and there, when I'm like, oh, I haven't played Mario Maker in a while. You know, it's nostalgic for me. Which, I mean, like, literally the game came out in, like, 2015, but still, it's like the memories I'm reminiscing about, so it's still nostalgic. That was a beautiful jump. Did you all see that jump off the flamethrower? Did you all see it? Did you witness it? Were you there for that moment when I jumped off that flamethrower? I personally am enamored with that jump. I thought it was so good. You have some sweet levels for me, Follow Flame? Yo, how sweet is sweet? That's not what I wanted to do, but I didn't take any damage, so that's fine. Get out of here, Mr. Mole. Ain't nobody likes you. Oh, jeez, I thought they got me. Oh, that's fine, that's fine, that's all completely fine. None of that matters. Easy peasy. Oh, hey, and I didn't take damage there. Nice. I normally do. Yo, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we'll just walk through. That's fine. I don't care. Fire flowers right there. Let's see, Follow Flame. Well, some levels that are a lot more creative than the ones I sent you a while back. Yo, sounds good to me. And what was Pyro saying? Saying something. Hold on. This would be more fun if it were a race to beat the thing first and didn't take 5 hours to do it. Only if you pay both and not just the winner for, well, winning. Yeah, I got you. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Ah, this section is so hard. This section is so hard. I didn't want to jump like that. What do I do? No! Fire flower, why? I was right there. It was so close. But it didn't want to be with me, man. Oh, I'm not asking for a committed relationship. We didn't have to stay together for that long, but just for a second. Do I ask for so much? So much. Just me and the fire flower. Just for a while. Just a couple of damage boosts, and I'd be on my way. Was I asking for too much, guys? Was I asking for too much? That fire's not very comfortable. Let's see, Glackum's saying, I'm missing something. This looks like a 3 comet thing, but I think it's 4. Or no, they're talking about something else. Last place, Larry. I really like Splatoon, but I already feel myself burning out of Splatoon 2. It just isn't different enough. Yeah, no, I've heard that complaint with a lot of people that like Splatoon 1. I mean, I say a lot of people. Let me rephrase that. I've heard a few people say that, yeah, there's not a lot different from Splatoon 1, so it's very similar. It's still a fun game. It's just... it's not as engaging as it was before. It doesn't feel fresh. which is funny to say because you gotta stay fresh and off the hook or something. I don't know. Whatever all the Splatoon kids are saying. All them kids. Yeah, Stay Fresh was the original one, right? From Splatoon 1? I didn't play the game. Yo, I jumped the gun? Yo, it sounds about right. 773 deaths? Yo, yeah, the deaths add up. We're at 776. We got 43 get goods. Yo, I got this, man. Look at that. No more get goods needed. Okay, maybe, yeah, no more. I just needed that one life to get that out of the way, and here we go. Look at us jumping off of cannons, jumping off of moles, off of the bombs, into the spikes. I'm not making a good point here. Hold on. I got this. This is it. This is where the magic happened. See, we jumped off of the flamethrower instead of the note block, but I was a little too far right still, but this time it's serious. I jumped too high. I'll get there eventually. And yo, Dark Jack saying hi guys, it's been a while. Yo, it sure has, man. I still remember you from the Super Smash Brothers days. We were putting in the work. How's it going, good sir? Oh my goodness, I can't jump off of this bomb right now. I just can't do it. Yo, that's so many get goods, guys. Calm down. The bot can only accept so many get goods. It's only a bot. It's not like a supercomputer. Oh, I waited too long. I made my choices. Alright, we got this, guys. We got this. Bump off of him, and bump off the bomb, and wait for the cannon, and jump over here, and we're good. See, here we go. Oh, nope. Hold on. Everything wasn't going how I wanted to for a second, but reeling it back. Alright, jump off of him, dodge that, into the cannonball, that was an accident. Not take damage here. I can't really afford it. Okay, I'll take the damage anyways. I'm probably gonna die. I'm dead. Because, like, I have to get over there very quickly or the chain chomp will spawn and eat my face. So I tried to force that. It didn't work out very well for me. Got him. Yo, good jumps. Not as good. Lynx just admitted it would take a supercomputer to handle all the get goods that he deserves. Be quiet, Doomsday, that's not what I meant. Get out of here. Not. You're mean, Doomsday. And Wolverine saying maybe the bot should get good then? Yo, maybe, perhaps. Perhaps, maybe. You could be right about that. Oh my goodness, man. I cannot tell you the number of times I've tried to jump off of that first flamethrower and I bump off of the first note block, and so either A, I jump into the cannons because, you know, I wouldn't jump that high if I was jumping off the flamethrower, or B, I'm pressing the jump button too late because, again, I'm really trying to do it in relation to the flamethrower, so instead I'm falling off of the note block, and so there isn't technically a jump I can do until I've fallen all the way down, and then it's a precarious situation. This is hard. Rest in peace your levels for today. Yeah, it's already 11, isn't it? Man, I'm trying. I really am, but it's pretty tough. It's pretty difficult, this level. It's not easy. Like, especially, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm pressing jump over and over again. I'm just not getting it out. It's not that it's, like, not, like, my controller's not working. My controller's working fine. I know why it's not working. It's just... it's just difficult. Stupid note blocks, man. If these note blocks weren't here, I would have beaten this level a million years ago. Like, at least back in the prehistoric era. It's like, it's so much easier when I do the things that I want to do. Like, I didn't want to move that far to the right, so I ended up dying. Anytime I do what I don't want to do, it's all bad. I have a lot of difficulty. controlling my character on no blocks. Mario's just moving further right than I want him to, or he's not moving right enough, or he's doing a jump that I didn't want him to do. It's all bad times. This level isn't nearly as hard as I'm making it seem. I mean, it's still very difficult. Like, let's not get it twisted. Like, you know, it might be a little impressive that, like, Glacken beat the level, like, as fast as he did. But, you know, one, he's definitely way more focused than I am. And then two, he's also, like, one of the best people in video games, like, in the world. Like, he literally has the world record in Rayman 1. He's literally the best person in the world at the game. And then, you know, you compare him to me, I don't have world records in nothing. I'm, like, I'm good. Like, I'm definitely good, but nowhere near as good as Glacken. Not at platformers. Maybe it's something else. Get out of here, guys. Ah, gosh darn it. And also, like, it's like a subset thing. Like, it's not like I'm outright complete garbage at all platformers or anything like that. I'm not trying to say that. That's not true. It's just note blocks. I hate them so much. This is literally the asset in this game I hate more than anything else. There were 3 jumps I tried to do in that last sequence I never did. 3 times I pressed a jump that just didn't happen, all because of note blocks and how they behave. I hate note blocks. I don't find them easy to work with. Yo, don't mind the, like, 15,000 get goods. That means nothing. You gotta, that's like out of context, you know? Like, what do those get goods even mean? I bet most of those get goods were said because they're like, oh man, what? He has a get good function. What does this mean? What does it do? And then they press it, and it's like, oh, and then bam, that's like over half my get goods right there. People using the command for the first time, obviously. Duh. They don't even know what it means. Note blocks are worse than springs or bumpers? Yes! Yes! Note blocks are the worst! Why would you make a level out of note blocks? Because it's not like, you know, it's not like I'm terrible at Mario games or anything. Mario games are easy. Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, original Super Mario Bros. I've beaten all those games. They're games for kids. They're easy. You know? Like, in those kind of games, you got a note block. Like, it's pretty rare you have, like, more than, like, 2 note blocks on the same screen. Like, that is an exception. Normally there's no note blocks, like 0 note blocks on screen for most of the game. And then occasionally you might have 1 or 2, maybe even 3. Let's call it crazy now. But nah, this level, made out of them. Made out of note blocks. It's just the little things, right? Like when you move towards a note block, and you just have so much momentum, and you just land in between in one note block, surrounded by 2 other note blocks. Mario pushes against the furthest away note block, and it just drains all of your momentum. But it happens so fast, so you don't even notice it. You're trying to hold right, you're trying to move forward, and you can't because you have no momentum, so you move practically nowhere. That isn't what you intended to do, so now you're trying to adjust. It's too late, man, it's all over. Note blocks are way more controllable than bumpers? What do you mean? Bumpers are so easy. Like, bumpers aren't even the problem. Like, if there's a mess of bumpers, you just hold jump. Like, you can't just hold jump to get through a bunch of note blocks. I mean, yeah, like, say if there's all bumpers, like, above you as well, then yeah, like, it's stupid. I'm not saying bumpers are for, you know, Bumpers 2017 best tool in Mario Maker. I'm not saying that. But, like, if there were a bunch of bumpers under me, and I wanted to do the jumps that I wanted to do, all I have to do is hold jump. Like, that's it. It's as simple as that. Wolverine saying, I didn't know about the command until today, and I said it at least 20 times the other time I was here. See? Exactly. Wolverine perfectly understands. Didn't even know. He was just figuring it out, you know? He's a young, naive Wolverine, dark to the ways of the world. And so, a lot of those get goods, man, out of context. It is what it is. Get good for charity? Yo, I should do that. I should find a charity and do some sort of get good marathon. Oh man, I didn't want to do that at all. Uh-oh. Alright, take these guys. Jump over here. Get that jump, grab the fire flower. Wait till I get on the flamethrower. There it is. Good jump. Good jump. Yo, like, it's all easy. It's so easy when I'm doing the things I want to do. Like, if I'm doing what I want, man, it's so free. Alright, grab the fire flower. Not take damage from that. And we're at the Wiggler section. Wiggler section, easy peasy. Jump over here, bounce over his head, hold right and crouch, and bam. Yeah, like when it goes smooth like that, man, when the note blocks don't get in my way, when I'm not losing momentum in just random spots, it's so easy. Okay. Oh no, that wasn't good. That's not good. That's dead. Yeah, nah. We lost control once I started landing on top of all those cannonballs. That is not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do at all. Yeah, no, I was holding the jump button for way too long. Like, I jumped off of a note block, and like, I'm just holding it down. I went my full height. I landed on top of a bullet bill. And then after the bullet bill, I was on top of the cannonballs, and we bounced off of all of those. That was really bad, and not what I wanted to do. It was all a mistake. Larry says, Vinx is now officially asking for a bumper level. Get on it, folks. I mean, I've already played a few bumper levels. I honestly don't think bumpers are that bad. Like, literally, if your level's made of nothing but bumpers, then yeah, it's gonna be a lame level. Cause like, even this level, like, I don't like note blocks, right? But like, this isn't a bad level. Like, there's more to it than just note blocks. Like, you got all these cannons, you got the flamethrowers, you got the spikes, and they're all placed in meaningful ways. So it's not that simple, you know? Oh geesh, oh geesh, oh geesh, oh geesh. Come on, come on. No! Oh, I didn't go right when I wanted to go right. That's fine. That should be fine. We're fine. Okay, stay composed. Alright. I really don't like this part. Wait, now you're just taking this personal? Am I? Or wait, are you talking about something else? Doesn't take away that he's taking it personally, it's literally just Pyro being blunt. I missed whatever it was. Alright, grab the flower. Yeah, if we're attacking Wolfgang over the level, I don't know if that is what's happening or not. I didn't see what said, but if that's what's happening, let's not do that. That's no good. It's like, I don't like note blocks. And that's it, you know? That's the end of it. That's it. GG. Oh man. Oh boy. Here we go. Easy peasy every time. Oh, yep, still easy. Okay. Yeah, most of that went how I wanted. Most of it. Okay, wait for the cannon. Jump over those, bounce and bounce. Wait for the flamethrower. Yeah, none of that matters, that's fine. A new fire flower just for me. Oh geez, that's a donation. Oh, that scared me. It came out of nowhere. Yo, what do we got? Wolfgang donated $25 saying, just take the money. Chat is apparently all done with this. You might as well be too. But I haven't beaten the level yet, man. Aw, come on, guys. Yo, if we are bullying Wolfgang right now, that is literally not cool. Like, that is absolutely not cool. Like, literally not, like... It's just note blocks, guys! I don't like note blocks. Wolfgang's a super amazing, super cool guy who is the best, forever and always. And I can beat this level. This is very doable. This is very, very doable. I mean, again, I'm not seeing the full context of everything that is being said, but please, guys, let's be chill. Let's be so chill. I just want to be chill. No one's attacking anything, let's just leave it at that, that's good. Satsu says, I got a problem, I want to play Xenoverse 2, but it slows down my computer immensely. Yo, that is no good. Have you tried, like, uninstalling a bunch of things on your computer that might help the performance? Last place, Larry, I'm attacking something, the Mega Man games that take place in the digital world. Boo to them! Last good Mega Man was X3. X3 is far from my favorite Mega Man. I mean, I like X3. Like, let's not get twisted here. X3, pretty cool game. But, I do dislike how jumps can just randomly disappear. Like, oh man, it's such a shame. I love most of the level design in X3. I think it's pretty good. Like, and the fact that you can do neon jumps in that game too, and you can do them with the Z-Saber, that's so much tech. That's so much really interesting speed tech in my mind. So, like, oh, it's all there. It's just this stupid... There's just a couple of little things that stop it from being what it could be. Stop attacking Mega Man. Yo, I love X4 and X5. X6, I'm not going to defend that game. I'll agree it looks like a good speed game, but, like, casually, I think that game is, like, pretty garbage. Same thing with X7's, like, super garbage. Like, if X6 is garbage, X7 took that garbage and, like, a whole new level. Like, this is, you know, Frieza showing up, thinking he's just gonna mop you and all your friends, then you get some gold hair, and apparently you're this legendary thing, stronger than anything that's ever been seen before, at least that they knew at that time. But, yeah, no. X7 is the Super Saiyan level of bad compared to X6. All that game's garbage. Made me so sad. Oh, I almost made that. I was like, all of this is bad, but I'm alive. And then I wasn't alive. Also, Zero's in a diaper. Zero does not wear a diaper. We've been over this. Look, if Superman is wearing a diaper, then I will accept that Zero is wearing a diaper. But until we all can agree that Superman is wearing a diaper, then Zero is not wearing one. Literally, the only difference is that Zero's is made out of metal and is the color white, versus Superman's, which is some sort of cloth and is red, you know? So obviously you either have some sort of bias against metal or the color white, or extreme favor for the color red. Either way, I would argue Zero is not wearing a diaper. When you say X7 is basically Dragon Ball GT? Yo, to be fair, man, I only watched GT when, like, I was a little kid, so I don't remember most of it. It was also in Japanese, so, like, I can only understand very basic things that were being said. But yeah, I watched it all in Japanese when I was a kid. But maybe that's a good comparison. I've heard GT is the best. I honestly don't recall. Alright, the deadly advancing tanks. Here we go, we're gonna jump. We're gonna wait for the cannon. Bop, bop, bop. Yo, get popped. Jump over here. Look at that. It's a beautiful flower. Fire flower. Best variety there is. Yo, your girl needs a new, needs a gift. Things aren't looking too good. She says you don't appreciate her. Yo, get that girl a fire flower. Or boy, whichever one you got. Give them a fire flower. They will be so happy. Guaranteed. And if they're upset, if they don't like the fire flower, tell them it was my fault, because I was the one that said they would like it. But, I'm gonna be right, so it's gonna be fine. Alright, squiggle over here, and a jump, and a jump. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? It's universally agreed to be the worst of the Dragon Ball universe from most Dragon Ball fan bases. Yeah. But I mean, to be fair, the original Dragon Ball is so good, Dragon Ball Z is amazing, Super is... oh my goodness, I love Super. So by comparison, it just has to be not as good, because it's not... No, I didn't want to go back through the pipe. That's not what I wanted. But yeah, no, the others are so good, so it is what it is. Yo, I'm hoping that GT becomes not canon. I really am. Like, I know it's currently canon. Like, GT is definitely currently canon. I know a lot of people don't believe that, but it is what it is. Oh my goodness, man. I die there almost every time. I think I've gotten past that point once. Literally once. I just have such a hard time doing that section. I really do. Section is OP. Needs to be nerfed. Sakurai, please. I mean, I know like Bayonetta's a problem or whatever, but like, if that's too controversial, nah, Sakurai, just nerf this level instead. No need to nerf Bayonetta, just nerf the deadly advancing tanks. Please and thank you. Well, I didn't need, like, a mushroom or a fire flower. Those were holding me back, man. Holding me back from my potential. Oh, this is such a bad situation! I don't like this, I'm dead! Oh, gosh, darn it. I never have that forward momentum, man. I never have it. When, like, I'm Big Mario and I'm crouch jumping there, it works, like, every time. Yo, Zatsu says, you're not gonna have enough time to play my levels? Rest in peace. Nah, Zatsu, we got this. We're gonna beat this level any second now. You got to believe. Last place players saying, hey, Vinks, you died and stuff. Nah. That is merely something that happened in the past. You can't live in the past, you have to live in the present. What happened in the past, it doesn't matter, you know? We can learn from the past, but we can't dwell on it. You have to move on. So, really, we're alive. See? Look at us. Also nerf Little Mac and Donkey Kong? Yo, why would you do that? Why would you... Like, I get, like, Donkey Kong, like, there's some complaints about him. I got crushed by a cannon. But, I know there's some complaints about DK. Like, oh, he gets kills too easily, but, you know... With Bayonetta being around, I don't think that's really that much of an issue. But yeah, Bayonetta, she won Evo, didn't she? Yeah, Bayonetta, she beat Zero. I'm pretty sure, like, it was, like, a pretty close set. And at the very end, he ended up being killed off the top at, like, 40% or something. Yeah, Bayonetta, maybe a little bit worse. But Little Mac, was he even at Evo? Like, did he exist in the tournament at all out of any of the hundreds of entrants? I'd be surprised. And even if he did, I'm sure he didn't make it far. Oh, he did get me. I had nothing good going on there. Yo, I got through that situation even though I was slow. That's not for the best, but this is fine. Completely fine. Alright, wait it out, wait it out, wait it out. Bam. That should be fine. You got 25 minutes, Vinks? It's not gonna happen. Yo, we got this. You gotta believe. If you believe, we can do anything. Let's wait later, but Vinks, if I stub my toe in the past, it will still hurt in the present and part of the future. Well, you say that, but as soon as your toe stops hurting, then it's in the past. So you gotta stop dwelling on it. And then Fall of Flame, Donkey Kong thrives off of rage, but he has this problem called being combo food. Yo, yeah, no, that's a pretty big problem for DK. Cause yeah, like he can get some pretty janky stuff, as someone call it, but a lot of characters can get janky stuff. A lot of them can, so I don't see what the issue with DK being able to do that is. I'm not getting any jumps. Not getting any of my jumps. I just want to jump, man. I just want to jump. Can I be that man that just jumps? Am I asking for so much? I mean, we got there very smoothly, so that was nice. It's just, once all that stuff comes at me, it all happens so fast, and I don't know what to do. I'm trying to react as fast as I can, but it's not working out. For no editor, you? Yo, it's doable, man. Like, I don't really feel like I need editor at this point, like, pretty far into the level regardless. It's just pushing the buttons. Just gotta push the buttons. Alright, I didn't want to get hit there. It doesn't matter, that's fine. That's completely fine. Whew, that was a little slow there, and bounced a little high. I didn't mean to do that. I don't actually know how that works. I have literally no idea. Okay, that's really bad. Really, really bad. And we're dead. I don't get that, man. I don't know what it is that causes me to go 3 tiles high versus 2 tiles high. I went 2 tiles high for like quite a couple of those bounces, but then I went 3 tiles high, and so the cannon hit me. It's not what I wanted. Man. Your death counter has increased. Oh no, OBS is open! Gosh darn it. If it's been a while, I'm gonna say 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm sure I've died 20 times since then. I'm sure. Yeah, OBS eats my inputs. Usually, when I have OBS, like, it has focus. Like, I've clicked on that window last. And I click on, like, live split or any of my other things. There's usually, like, an error message that'll pop up. But it didn't happen that time, so I didn't notice that my deaths weren't going through. I was hitting plus every time, they just weren't doing anything. 50 might be more accurate. Yo, rip. Last place saying I got Bastion during the Steam Winter Sale. Finally got around to playing it yesterday. Really don't see what's so great about it. Well, when you said that, I imagined you had a whole robot that could turn into a turret, aka from Overwatch, and I was very confused. Then, after a couple more moments, I realized you meant that that indie game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's an indie game called Bastion. White-haired kid, I think he fights with a hammer. I've seen a lot of promotional material. I tried to play the game once. I probably played it for like a good 15 or 20 minutes, and I was like, meh, bored. But I'm sure it's supposed to be a game that you kind of have to invest a bit more time into before you get to like anything that really pulls you in. But that's just not my kind of thing. If something takes a long time to pull me in, I generally won't get interested. Generally. And Follow Flame saying, I mean as in DK's large hurt boxes, fairly fast fall speed, and his safest landing option being frame 10. This can lead to combos being extended far more than they should be. Yo, I completely agree. Like, I see what the developers were, like, going for with, like, Rage and the heavy characters, but they did such a poor job. And, like, I was so optimistic when I saw that they were putting super armor into the game with DK, Bowser, and Little Mac. But they implemented it so poorly, like, they really did. Like, I think Little Mac is the best iteration of it, but, like, Bowser and DK really should have gotten more of that, and they didn't. I know they didn't want to, like, overshadow Little Mac, but, like, Bowser and DK, in my opinion, are just bad characters. Like, yeah, people can perform well with them, but that's because those people are good, or people don't understand the matchups. Like, I'm not saying they're garbage. Overall, the game's pretty well balanced. I would argue that Smash 4, maybe sans Bayonetta, is the best, or yeah, is the most well-balanced Smash Brothers yet. So, it's not that bad. But the heavy characters could have been easily very, very competitive if they had just iterated Super Armor a little better. Twitch Cop saying, geesh, that's not a very family-friendly kind of joke. Unfortunately, I'm a family-friendly stream over here. We like to keep things family-friendly. We don't talk about, you know, things that, you know, maybe not everyone could enjoy. Though I enjoy your positive attitude, I guess. Clearly just trying to be humorous. DK isn't broken, he just doesn't need to be nerfed. No, I agree. I don't think DK needs to be nerfed. I think that's silly. Last place Slayer saying combat feels clunky and all the enemies are damage sponges. Everything takes too many hits to kill. Got you. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I didn't. I played it for like 15 minutes. Oh, you did 2 hours, and it was also like Metaphor? Yo, that's completely fair. That's completely fair. I mean, not every game's for everyone. Corrin needs super armor? Corrin does not need super armor. Yo, if they gave Sheik super armor, oh my goodness. I'd say I'd quit the game, but I already quit the game when Bayonetta came out, so can't really do that. Yeah, rip. Yeah, obviously we're always going to want buffs to characters that we play, it just makes sense. Like, obviously, I want Little Mac to be buffed. I mean, that's probably not going to happen. Like, first off, it doesn't look like the game's getting any patches at all anymore. Seems they're pretty much done with supporting it. I think they might have done one thing that might have fixed some random, like, the Wii U game tablet now displays this in the proper color. Something like that. Yeah, no, like, balance patches. They haven't done that in forever. Like, if they remake the game, if there's, like, a Super Smash Brothers Deluxe, like, I would totally check that out, as long as the game's changed even slightly. Like, they have to add, like, at least, like, 6 characters. Like, at least, minimum 6 characters. There needs to be balance changes. Like, I don't really care if they're the best balance changes or not, they just have to change it. Like, if it's the exact same game, no new stages, no new characters, it's just all the DLC characters are on the disc now. Like, I don't care, I already own every character. I don't want to buy the same game, I'm not interested. Same thing with, like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, I mean, yeah, there's the new battle maps or whatever, but I'm just not interested in it, so I'm not going to buy the game. And again, you know, characters are very different in Mario Kart compared to Smash. Like, in Smash Brothers, fighting game characters are the main content, that is the gameplay. Versus Mario Kart 8, if it had new maps, like new maps to play, it'd be far more interesting, but it doesn't. It just has the DLC maps. So, again, not interested. Gosh darn it, I jumped into that Wiggler's nose twice. What if Sonic had super armor? Dude, if Sonic had super armor, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think everyone would, like, be out there with their torches and their pitchforks. It would be awful. It would not be a good time to be a Sonic main. It would not be a good... Well, I mean, you'd win all the tournaments and get all the money, so that would be fine, that part. Yo, man, the negativity. But I mean, the Bayonettas are getting around just fine, despite all the negative criticism they get for playing their character. So, in the grand scheme of things, I guess it doesn't really matter. Last Place Slayer is saying, I only played Smash Brothers very casually. From a casual perspective, way too many characters have counters. There are way too many swordsmen. Yeah, nah, that's a very fair criticism. Like, it doesn't matter if you play competitively or casually. Like, too many characters do have counters, too many characters do have swords. Like it's pretty obvious. Like, that was just, you know, them kind of being lazy. It would have been very easy for them to mix up things. Like, I mean, Robin was good. I like what they did with Robin. Robin was, I felt that was done pretty well. I mean, Corrin's not the worst. I'm not in love with Corrin. I kind of wish it was a different character, but, like, I get it. Yo, you're starting to believe that I won't beat the level? No, Wolfgang! If you believe I won't beat the level, then I won't beat it. You have to believe. If you believe in me, then we can do anything together. We can accomplish any task. But you have to believe. That's the important part. Gosh, darn it. Why is this so hard? Alright. We can do anything that we want to do. How annoying it would be to fight Wrath Sonic if it had super armor, dude, man. It doesn't have to be, like, a super notable player. Like, I'll take, like, any, you know, mid-level Sonic player. If they had super armor, man, I would never be able to beat that character, dude. Like, imagine, like, Sonic with super armor on just, like, I don't know, like, a spin dash, because that would be the worst. Like, that move's already so exceptionally low risk. And then just put super armor on top of that. Like, okay. So you can just constantly spam a move that has literally all the reward, none of the risk. Okay. I mean, Sheik already had that with her fair. And again, Sonic literally already had that with his spin without the super armor. The risk was already so low, but there was a little bit of it. Man, you throw the super armor in there, and then, oh my goodness, the bomb jettisons up. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, that would be bad times. Super bad times. Remember the under over 900 lives? Yeah. I mean, I figured. I was like, if King Hippo died, you know, 800 times, it's probably going to take me 1,500. Like, I said that earlier. 1,500 was my prediction. This is definitely difficult. Like, if it wasn't no blocks, this would be so much easier. I'm just not good at no block jumps. I'm really not. It's fine, that doesn't matter. Ah, gosh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that either. I don't want to die the same way. Ah, I'm alive. I didn't see that option, I was just going for a new death. It's like, I will die a different way today. Not on that Wiggler's nose. Not this time. I will die on a different Wiggler, one of the big ones. But nope, I ended up not dying. We take those. Alright, here we go. Just be good. That's the secret. That's... oh, I ended up a lot further forward than I planned, and now I'm dead. Okay, that's great. If it wasn't no blocks, it wouldn't be a donation challenge. Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame. Oh, man. No blocks. And yo, is that Hakufu-san? My favorite female viewer and follower princess. Yo! It's been a little while. I mean, not like 50 years, but it's been a little while. How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a super wonderful day. I was a little distracted playing the level, so I didn't notice right when you came on by. But yo, it is wonderful to see you as always. I hope you are having a wonderful day today, as usual. Hopefully work isn't, you know, being too lame, too hard on you. You're able to enjoy yourself, as always. Oh, I'm just gonna take a bath in that fire real quick. And not jump as high as I wanted! Oh boy! Yo, golly gee whiz, kids! Oh man. How do I get past that, moving forward and not getting hit by the thing? I don't see how to do it. Man. Like, I've done it sometimes accidentally. Like, I know if I have no momentum, I'll do a 2-tile jump. But... because, yeah, I need to be moving only 2 tiles high to be able to get past the, yeah, I only need to do the 2 tiles to get under the cannonball. If I go 3 tiles high, which is when you have any momentum, then you're not going to go anywhere. But if I'm literally not moving when I'm doing my 2-tile jumps, a second cannonball will just shoot after it, and just the screen continues to scroll, and yeah, GGWP. So I need to move forward without doing a 3-tile jump off of the note block. I literally have no idea how to do that. I've done it, I have done it before, I just don't know how. This is not going to be good. But Hakufu-san was saying, oh wait, no. Yes, 887, 888. Yeah, we died a few times. Yo, you're great, and me? Yo, I'm doing exceptionally well. I'm having a really good time, super happy. I can't complain. And Kaze saying, so I just found out the multiplayer for Stardew is coming early next year. I know, right? How cool is that? I'm very excited about Stardew multiplayer. I've never really played the game. I really want to, and I think multiplayer is a good excuse. Like I'm saying, at this rate, Vinx is actually going to spend more time on this than Deadliest Jets. Please don't let that happen, Vinx. I'm so bad at note blocks. And you gotta realize, like, back when I was doing Deadliest Jets, that was me playing the game, like, on a pretty regular basis. I mean, even when I, like, fell off for a bit, like, I was still playing it. I don't play Mario Maker anymore. I'm not a Mario Maker player. I'm pretty bad. Alright, yeah, I just accept it now. We just get hit by those. That's what I do. Take damage there. That's my thing. That's not what I wanted. This isn't what I wanted. Everything is dark and full of wigglers. At this rate, Vinx is going to spend more time on this than he did on Nowoo after the break. How long did it take? No, it took me like, what, 10 hours to beat Nowoo? Something around there? I don't think it'll take us 10 hours to beat this. I don't think it'll be that long. Might be a bit of an exaggeration. But yeah, 900 deaths will definitely hit 900 deaths. That's for certain. But yeah, I don't get to the subworld anywhere near often enough for us to have a projection smaller than 900. Alright, that's fine. I'll just spikes. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Grab my flower. Yeah, I don't know how to get past that part. I just accept it now. I'm just a guy that gets hit by giant cannonballs. It is what it is. It is what it is, okay? Don't judge me. All I had to do was not hold jump, and I could have made it through. You caught the Game of Thrones reference? Ayy. Yo. My man. I do that one kind of often, but I'm glad you noticed it. Because yeah, I'm not sure if I've made the reference earlier today, because I make that reference a lot, so I don't even notice when I do make it myself. Trolling Matt? Yeah, both Hakufu-san and Super Sin Slayer feel the same way, but don't worry, Hakufu, I got this. And yeah, it's fine, yo, exactly. It comes from a good place. Hakufu-san is good people. Got this, got this, I got this. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Deadliest with note blocks, Vinx? No, it wasn't. You played Deadliest when you weren't playing Mario anymore? Yeah? I don't know, man, and I don't know what it is. I just, honestly, I think I'm way worse I think I'm way worse at Mario than, like, back then. Like, even if I hadn't played it as much back then, I still think I wasn't as rusty as I am now. Like, literally, there's so many levels that I've beaten, I don't think I could beat them anymore. Like, I'm really, really bad at this game compared to what I used to be. My performance shows. That's okay. I still have determination. I believe that I can do it. You know, Hakufu-san believes, see? Hakufu believes we can do it. That's what's important. It just might take a couple tries, but we can do it. And yo, Jordan here with the good luck. Yo, thank you. I appreciate that. I will beat this level if it's the last thing I do. I don't like that bomb. Yo, look, Izatsu, I will beat this level any second now. Any second. Gotta get good? Yeah, maybe a little good. That might be the trick. Alright, let's do that. We will beat all the good. Alright, so we're gonna jump here, bop, 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 bop. This good old jump right here, grab ourselves a fire flower. I was waiting to jump because I was expecting the cannon to shoot. There's a lot of sections where there's 3 cannons and you have to look out for that. That wasn't one of those sections, but I was still playing it like it was. And in this section, I was waiting for the cannonball. That's further up ahead. I wasn't at that section. To be fair, I probably wouldn't make it past the change hop anyways, not with the no, like, damage boost. I didn't mean to do that high of a jump. I beat Nobu legit. I couldn't do that before. Well, like, alright, let me put it this way. I think mechanically, I'm a lot worse at the game compared to before. As far as how I look at a level and decide to play it, I'm better at that. You know, I'm a more mature, veteran Mario Maker player. I've been scarred before, so I can see things in certain ways that I couldn't see before. Not to say that I'm the super open-minded, incredibly critical thinking power machine. I wouldn't say all that. I would just say I see things a little more clearly than I did in the past. But as far as mechanical skill goes, it's all down the drain. Like shell jumps, dude? I can't do those. I can't do a shell jump. Not anymore. Did you see how much trouble I had with, like, the, you know, 900 deaths? Yeah, we kinda went over 900 deaths. It was bound to happen eventually. But yeah, like, the item drop spring jump, like, I had so much trouble doing that. That took a lot of practice. When back in the day, like, I would just do it. Like, it wouldn't even be something I think about. I wouldn't have to be like, okay, I need to hold this button like this and hold that button like that, like go here, press that then. I wouldn't have to do any of that thought process. I would just do it. I just press the buttons. There'd be no mental connection needed to be made. My hands would just do what I was thinking. But nowadays, it's not the same. Stage based on note blocks? Yeah, I'm not the best at note blocks. Very far from it. I'm pretty bad. But I can do this. I've been at it for a while. I feel like I can do it. It just might take a while. Bomb, please. Don't be so mean. Not the best. What? 900? There's no way that can be right. There's just no way. No, it is. It's over 900. But that's okay, guys. You'll beat this in no time at all. We'll just, you know, use our Great Ape form and it'll be all fine. We just gotta, you know, summon a moon and throw that into the sky. I mean, actually, no, they didn't really need to do that, because, like, they freaked out. Vegeta and Nappa, like, freaked out about the whole over 9,000 thing, but if I remember right, that was still weaker than both Nappa and Vegeta, wasn't it? But then again, he was also hiding some of his power level, I think. I don't remember the specifics. It's been a while since I've watched the original Vegeta, Nappa, and Goku fight. Yo, rip. Wolfgang says, it sounds like if we ever race again, it should be a no block level? No! How about not? How about not? How about we say we do, but then we giggle and then we don't do it, you know? We go tee-hee, and then we just don't do it, you know? It was a good giggle, and we move on, and no block jump levels. Ah, hello, Babam. It's nice to see you today. I was on my way out. I'm sorry for being in your way. Ah, gosh darn it, man. That's done. Heroes of the Storm Championship is on Disney XD. Oh, that's really cool. Disney's been doing that a lot lately with the whole esports thing. It's pretty cool. 9,000 was stronger than Nappa? Oh, okay. So yeah, not stronger than Vegeta, but stronger than Nappa. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't remember what Vegeta's power level was. All I could remember was that he was stronger than Goku. Alright. This is it. This is the one. Look at us go. Jumping off of that. Jumping off of the bomb. Bomb means nothing to me. Not that I'm trying to be rude to it or nothing. I'm just saying. I've got places to go. I can't stay and hang out with the bomb, even if it wants to. I'm a busy Mario. I have things to do. It's nothing personal. It's not the bomb. It's me. You know. I gotta be on the move. Let's grab this beautiful little fire flower. God, geesh. Double geesh. Oh, I didn't get hit there. Nice. I kind of meant to, but then I didn't, and it worked out. It was great. Fantastic. Hey, got him. Let's see, Zatsu saying, I don't recognize all the characters playing, but I recognize Stitches, Genji, Brightwing, Tracer, and Arthas. Yo, good stuff. He was saying basically Goku's over 9,000 body Nappa, and he finished the job with Kaioken. Yeah, he had to use Kaioken times 3, I think, to beat Vegeta with the Kamehameha. I think it was times 3. I think he started out with times 2. Wolfgang saying, and the reason Vegeta freaked out is explained a bit better in the unedited episodes. He had been unhappy about 5,000 because he knew they could raise power levels. 5,000 might be the beginning. It just kind of spiraled there, the 9,000 comment. Oh, it was times 4, not times 3? Oh, okay. Man, you guys know your Dragon Ball. Oh, geez, I don't want to die. I really don't, but I've died there every time. Every single time. Well, no, there's one time I did. Once. Literally one time I didn't die there. Oh, that part's hard. So difficult. Times 3 was equal.